This is the Impact Wrestling November 9, 2023 full show results video, and the show started with a match between Tasha Steelz vs Deonna Purrazzo, and the result of this match was Tasha Steelz defeated Deonna Purrazzo by pinfall when she hits two back-to-back cutter finishing move, similar to Randy Orton's RKO. Then we saw Kenny King confronts Director of Authority Santino Marella and demands a rematch for the Digital Media Championship. Marella says that Dreamer is embroiled in a rivalry with Crazy Steve, but puts King and Sheldon Jean in a match against the reigning Impact World Tag Team Champions, ABC, next week. The next match happened between Tommy Dreamer vs Crazy Steve for the Digital Media Championship, and the result of this match was Crazy Steve defeated Tommy Dreamer by disqualification when Steve retrieved a fork and tried stabbing Dreamer in the face, but Dreamer bites Steve's hand, then Dreamer hits a cutter and picks up the fork, and decided to strike Steve, and the ref calls the bell. Dreamer digs the fork into Steve's bloodied forehead to continue the attack, and Steve finally rolls out while laughing maniacally. The next match happened between Brian Myers vs Joe Hendry, and the result of this match was Brian Myers defeated Joe Hendry by pinfall when Myers went to the ropes and thumbs Hendry in the eyes over the ref's head, and then Myers hits roster cut for the win. Then we saw a vignette for Will Ospreay before he speaks to Gia backstage, and Will is undefeated in Impact since returning, and he'll take on Alexander next week. Will touts himself as a former world champion while being the current IWGP UK champion, and he wants to see if Josh has what it takes. The next match happened between Eddie Edwards vs Eric Young, and the result of this match was Eric Young defeated Eddie Edwards by pinfall when Alicia went to whack Eric Young with the kendo stick but accidentally hit Eddie, then Eric Young hit the piledriver and covered for the 3. Then Moose and Brian Myers question each other's loyalty to one another when they're interrupted by Heath, and Heath wants a piece of Brian Myers, but Moose steps up to defend him. Gia Miller interviews Sonny Kiss, who made her Impact Wrestling debut in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet at Bound for Glory. Kiss is disappointed she didn't earn a shot at the Knockouts World title, and speaking of the title, Knockouts World Champion Trinity shows up on set and tells Kiss that she will talk to management in hopes of setting up a match between the two. The next match happened between Dirty Dango and Oleg Proteus vs Nick Diamond and Storm Grayson, and the result of this match was Dirty Dango and Oleg Proteus won the match by pinfall when Dango flattened one of the opponents and stepped on him for the cover. Then Jordan cuts a promo on winning Call Your Shot when Bully Ray attempts to offer a handshake. Keelan King interrupts and says her win was pure luck, and it should have been the king of the knockouts. King and Bully Ray exchange before Steve Maclin interrupts, and he continues to call Bully Ray soft. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Alex Shelley vs Jonathan Gresham for the Impact World Championship, and the result of this match was Alex Shelley defeated Jonathan Gresham by pinfall when Gresham applied figure 4 again, but Shelley got the bottom rope. After another round of back and forth, Shelley pulls out Shell Shock to secure the victory to retain the title. Shelley celebrates his hard-fought victory as the show goes off the air.